Hi guys, I'm Sharon McCafferty. I'm Managing Director of Phoenix Marketing here in Dublin. Welcome to Stage 2. You may actually be somebody that's coaching people on Stage 2 either. What I'm going to speak about today is just about the 8 steps and how they can either benefit you or how you can bring those across to people that are on your team that are on Stage 2. So the first one is all about having a great attitude. And guys, this is so important. I talk to guys about this all the time because this is what's going to make you successful in our business. The mechanics and all that kind of stuff, we learn that, whether that takes us a week or a couple of weeks to learn, but your attitude is something that you're constantly always developing. Something I probably didn't have the best one of when I started in the business, but I learned how to control it and stuff, and I learned how a good attitude would benefit my business. It's really important to get with people that are in the business, a little bit longer than you, that have learned this skill. But this is definitely going to make you a lot of money in the business, and it's also going to help you build a very successful and strong team. Next one is being on time. Guys, I know we're all self-employed, so we're all entitled to do what it is that we want to do within reason. But obviously, if people are giving up their time to coach you, and it's in your interest and stuff to do well, it's important that you respect the fact that they're giving up their time. So if they asked you to be somewhere at a certain time or for a certain meeting or whatever, it's just respectful that you're there at that time. It's disrespectful to your colleagues and stuff if you don't turn up when you're supposed to be there. If I asked you to turn up at 12 o'clock and I arrived at 1, you wouldn't be very happy, so you wouldn't. So just always bear that in mind. Next thing, number 3, be prepared. I always say fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So just make sure in this business, guys, that that you're planned, you're organised. Again, it's a skill set that you're going to learn over time, so it is. But initially, when you're starting off, or if you have guys on Stage 2 and you're teaching them, like to be prepared and stuff, just make sure that everyone has a notepad and pen. That's probably the first thing I always tell people to. Make sure you have a notepad and pen. There'll always be an opportunity, so they will to learn something in this business. So that's the first little pointer for you in being prepared. Number 4 then is 100% effort. Guys, it's very, very simple. Anyone that that starts in my business, the one thing I can always guarantee them is that I'm going to give them 100% effort. And that's all that I expect in return. Once people are giving me 100%, I don't mind. I don't judge anyone in the beginning based on their sales, or how many sales they've done, or whether they're a high roller or not. I judge them on the fact that if they're making effort, and if people are giving me 100%, then I'm going to give them 100% of that. Point number 5, work the territory. It's really, really important to learn to work different types of demographics. So whether that's a high demographic, a low demographic. So what I mean by that is whether it's rich, whether it's poor, whether it's a mid demographic, whether it's young, whether it's old, whether it's rural, whether it's urban. And and the advantage of being able to work all different types of territories just means that your income is going to be consistent. And you should challenge yourself. If you're particularly good at working in one type of territory but you haven't worked in a different type, challenge yourself to get good in that territory, because then you won't be afraid of, no matter where you go, and your income will be within reason, relatively consistent every week. Next point, number 6, and safeguard your attitude. As important as it is to have a good attitude, it's also really, really important to safeguard it as well. And what I mean by that is that it's important that you stay away from people that are negative, both on the field, and in the office. On the field, yes, we are going to meet, negative customers, and there's no point in hanging out with them. I meet them, I just say, have a nice day, and I move on, because spending time with them, trying to change their point of view or whatever, isn't going to do anything for you other than cause you to lose your attitude. So remember, we're not trying to sell to everyone. We're only looking for a few people that see the logic in what we're doing. So you have to understand that people are going to say no to you. So don't dwell on that, and just move on. Likewise in the office, don't hang out with negative people. There's always going to be somebody that's had a bad day, and what's going to make them feel better is complaining to somebody else about the bad day. So I always ask, is this going to motivate me? If it's not, I don't need to hear the story or whatever. So so that's really, really important, that you teach your guys in Stage 2 how to safeguard it, but that if you're on Stage 2 yourself as well, that you don't allow yourself to be surrounded by negative people. Next point is to have a goal. Really, really important, probably something that has helped me do really, really well in the business. I believe in short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals. So you need something. I always say that the big goal is what's going to get you out of bed in the morning, but it's the little goals that are going to get you through the day. So So as much as the Audi R8 that I want to buy is a huge motivator, I'm not going to buy it today or tomorrow. So it's the little things. So so whether it's going for dinner or having the weekend off or whatever it is that motivates you, everyone's motivated by different things. But it's really, really important that you find something that that inspires you, something that you want to achieve short term. So something that you want to achieve in the next month, something you want to achieve in the next 6 months to a year, and something that you want to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years. You have to remember, guys, that your business goals are going to be the vehicle that's going to give you your personal goals. So as I said, I want to buy an Audi R8, but by me doing everything right here in the office and making sure that I'm coaching guys and I'm developing a strong team and and promoting strong owners and stuff, it's going to help me get that end result of what it is that that I want. And I think with goals too, it's really, really important to write them down. I have mine on my iPad. I look at them a couple of times a week, so I do. And statistics will show that if you look at your goals regularly, you're much more likely to achieve them. And finally, last but not least, taking control. Guys, this is your opportunity. It's up to you what you want to make out of it. But again, it's up to you to take control of your situation and stuff too. I can't, tell anyone what to tell themselves. Yes, I can advise them and I can help them and I can encourage you guys and stuff. But ultimately, you're going to be the voice inside your head. You have an amazing opportunity here. You can make a lot of money. You can achieve a lot of personal development. You can achieve a lot of success, and you can have a lot of fun and stuff along the way. So, guys, listen, the best of luck. I'm sure I'll be seeing you here on stage 3. So I will in the not so distant future. Thank you.